Now I'm going to show you the typical setup for a player's hand. For each player, they need to have 5 grunts, that's grunt character cards, and they need to have 7 specialist cards. And then they need to have their avatar, shown there. That is their defense and that's their health, which I'll explain later. And they need the avatar's ability card. So you are the researcher, you find the researcher in the ability card, and then that goes into your hand. Shovel your hand into one. Ready to play. Now that you've got your deck and your avatar, you are ready to go and start playing the game. First, you want to set up the HQ. For the HQ, you pick the top 5 cards of the barracks and you place the top 5 face up in the HQ. And now you shuffle your deck, and once you've shuffled, you deal yourself 6 cards face down, and then once they're dealt you can pick them up and look at them. These will be the hand that you play with. The other cards get put face down to the side as they are discarded. Once shuffled, place your cards down, move to the hive, grab the top card of the hive and place it face down in the ventilation shafts. Now, before each player's turn, they must first move one of the hive cards into the complex. Each time a card moves in, the card in front moves one forward. Now, if you have killed one of the cards up here and there is a gap, like this, so if there's a gap in the middle and it's next person's go, that card moves up, that card moves up, and that one moves up. That one, the one at the end, does not move unless a card is pushing it through the complex. Now, back to the move you just done. You just brought out your first hive card and you're ready to see your cards and see what moves you can make. Now, I have 5 attacks, you can see. An attack which is 1 with the 3 red cuts across it, that is attack. So I've got 5 attack, 5 cards that do attack, and 1 star. With the attack, all you can do is attack cards, or you can use 4 of these to scan room 4. You need 4 attack to scan room 4, which will show the card within, and that is the card within. When a card is shown, unless it has a reveal on the card, it does nothing when shown. So you can carry on and play. Now, I've got 1 attack and 1 recruit point. Recruit point is what you use to buy the cards from the barracks. I've only got 1, as you can see, 1 recruit point. So I can buy nothing in the barracks. So I end my go. My cards go back into my pile face down. I shuffle them, deal myself another 6, and then another hive card comes out, and vice versa for anyone when it's the end of their go. Now you should have shuffled your deck and dealt yourself 6 cards for your hand ready to play. This one from the hive moves across and 1 goes in. Now I've got 2 attack points, as you can see, 2 attack. I'm going to use them to kill him. You've got to have the correct amount of damage there to kill an enemy. And now, once he's dead, if it says death on it, that move happens. So each player kills one of their characters. So, I go to my deck here, and that I can choose to kill a character. That character sits in the dead character section on the map. And then the card you killed goes up into dead enemies. And he is out of the game. Now, if you get your ability card in your 6 drawn cards, all you do is you read the caption at the bottom, draws cards equal to the current objective number. We're on objective 1, so I use her, she's been used. Well, from my discard pile, I pick up 1 card, and that goes in my deck, ready to play with my 6 cards. What I'm going to do is, I've got 3 recruit points, 1, 2, 3, I'm going to use them in my 6 hand of cards. And I'm going to buy this one. Once you buy a card, it goes in your discard pile, and then you bring out another card from the top of the barracks and place it face up, ready to buy. The complex is now full and it's the player's turn. He or she is chosen to scan the first room, which is the airlock, and that's 2 attack points. So they turn the card over. It is an event. Now what happens with events is you go to your objective and you can see it says event there. You read the event. You and the next player each draw a strike. So that event gets used and sits in the discarded hazard and events pile. And then each player playing, they take one of the strikes. This strike can't be healed. So that will sit on top of your avatar like so, and you'll have 4 shield left. And you cannot remove that strike from that character. Someone's revealed this card, you turn it over, it's an egg. The eggs do not move. Also, they do not strike you. They stay in wherever they were revealed. So that one stays there. And let's say a next card goes in. What happens with this card is it jumps over that one and lands there. So you can imagine if this is filled up with eggs, the cards will jump straight down into the combat zone and start attacking you. Now let's say that someone has scanned room 4. Scan the room with 4 attack points, and it's a biohazard. As you can see, biohazard. When this card appears, you read the current objective you're on the location card. We are on objective 1 still, and you add 2 hive cards to the complex. So that card gets discarded and goes over there with the event you used. So there's a gap there. What happens is the first card will come face up into the combat zone. Next card will move in, that will move there, and then you add 2. Because there was a space, only 1 card will move down. Boom. To complete the first objective, you need to find the objectives that are located on your objective card, which are find both parts of the SOS, clearly stated on the card. So when a card is up here, you need to call it to see if you could find that objective. So I know where the objectives are. So let's say someone called and they used their attack to reveal these rooms. And they reveal the SOSs. What you do is, once you've found both parts of the SOS, discard them, complete the objective. So those 2 get discarded, take them off the board, the objective is done. You're now on objective 2. Let's say that you've been playing a while and now there are cards in the combat zone because you haven't had enough points, well, enough attack points to kill any cards. So now these 2 are in here. They do nothing until you finish your go. So you've just used your 6 cards, you've used them, they're out of play, and it's the end of your turn. And now you've got to reshuffle your 6 and pass on to the next person. If these 2 cards are still alive when you finish your move, you take a strike for each card in the combat zone. So you take 2 strikes, boom boom. That strike only does damage, that sits on top of your card, your avatar card. And this one does 5 damage, so that sits on top of your avatar card. You count up the points. If the points equate to the amount of shield and health you have, you die and you are out of the game. Let's say someone is paid to reveal this room. You reveal the card, and what you do is once it's revealed, you read what it says on the bottom. Reveal, players have -1 health this turn. So let's say you take a damage on this, that accounts for you having 1 less health. So you won't have 9, you will have 8. And if you've already taken damage to say 12, so if you're already taken damage to 12 damage, and you reveal a 4, that means you are dead and you are out of the game, you will no longer play. Now someone pays 3 attack points to reveal this room. You reveal the card, and you reveal this special card. When a special card appears, what you do is you read at the bottom, reveal. If Jonesy is in the complex, choose a player to gain him, otherwise kill him. What happens is, if you revealed him in here, and he's visible, that means whoever revealed the card gets to choose who has it. Blatantly, that person would take it for themselves, so you get to keep that card. Now, if this card was revealed in the combat zone, so it's made it to here, it was face down and it's gone boom, flip over, that card is dead. That goes in the dead cards. It's dead, it's out of play. No one can have that card. And that card you will find in each of the films. There is a special card for each film. The second film is the little girl. I cannot remember what the last two are. So this card will sit in your deck. So you'll have your deck, you'll shuffle it in, and if you draw this card with your 6, you read what it says at the bottom. Draw a card, heal a flesh wound from any number of players. So what you do is you get to draw a card and you could heal a flesh wound. This is a flesh wound. It says flesh wound at the top. They only do 1 damage, and if that is on your character, what you do is you take flesh wound and pull it into discarded strikes, and that strike is done. You have just finished your go, and this enemy is still alive. Because he's still alive, you take a strike. So you take a strike, and if it turns out to be the face hugger, what you do is that goes on top of your avatar, like so, and the next player has to pay 3 strikes to kill it. So it could go around all 5 players, I believe, and if it gets back to you and this face hugger is still alive, what you do is you place it up here in the dead enemies pile, and you take a chest burster. So you take this chest burster from the hatchery and put it into your normal deck. Now, this does not mean you are dead, you are still playing. And when you've got this card in your deck, enemies do not attack you. That means if enemies are still in here and you're trying to kill them, they will not do damage to you because they do not kill their own. So you are fine. But let's say that you drew your next set of 6 cards to play with, and in that 6 is chest burster. What happens is you die, you're out of the game. That's it. Now, if you want to play the advanced game, what you could do is get your alien avatar deck. Now I'm guessing, I haven't played with these yet, so I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing the person who has died will pick one of these randomly. I would put them face down and just pick a random one out, and then they will become that alien, and then they have to play through this deck when it's their turn. Also, if you've got 3 recruit points, and let's say you wanted to buy a card, so let's say you're going to buy the 3rd card, you don't have to. You can go to the sergeants and say, I want to purchase a sergeant for 3 recruit points. They're worth 3 recruit points, you can. So you use those 3 recruit points, the sergeant will go in your discard pile, ready to play. I think that's pretty much the basics of the game. You can have easy games now with a few of your friends. I've played with, max people I played with is 3, and it's been a very good game. I've also played with, but yeah, just to finish, to complete the film you're on, you need to complete the objective. So the second objective, you need to block the ventilation shafts. And then you work your way through the objectives, get to the 3rd objective, you kill the last enemy. Now, to kill the last enemy from the first film, you need to, it doesn't say it on here actually, but I will show you. Now, the boss cannot be killed unless he's in the airlock and the airlock controls are attached to that room. What you need to do is you need to find the airlock controls. Let's say it's this card, which it probably is. Boom. It is. On reveal, this card automatically goes to the airlock, which it does state on the card, attached to the airlock. When this room is clear, which means cards can travel into there. So say your friend hasn't got 3 stars, or the boss isn't revealed yet, you wouldn't want to put anyone in there. You move the boss into that room, and now you can start attacking. While you're attacking the boss, you cannot kill the boss unless you have the exact amount of attack points to kill that boss. If you don't, you need to get coordination from your friends, or you have to wait until someone has the points for that. The boss will not attack you if it's in the complex. It cannot attack you in the complex. But enemies will keep moving down the complex until you kill the boss, which you need to have 10 or more points to kill it. As soon as that boss is killed, this film is done. You move on to the next film. You set up the cards with the next film cards, and you're ready to play. You can, but yeah, that is how you play. And I hope you enjoyed this little video, and I hope it helped you all out. And now you can play the game better and actually enjoy it. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you in my next video, which will be very soon.